Alright everybody, hey, welcome back to the Final Fantasy X No Spear Grid playthrough series. Last time was, well, there's not really much to describe it last time. Last time was a train wreck with the awful Chocobo section, the awful other Chocobo section that was bad. Honestly, the only good thing was that I got through the Defender X pretty quick and pretty efficiently. So that's the only good thing that happened. But you know what, this part, we're back in story territory. We're back to moving on with the game. Since last time, you know what? I did do a bit more grinding. I filled up on my poison fangs because I used about like 14 of them in that last fight. So I have 96. This should be enough for the entire game. And I also got a few more dream powders. I filled up a bit more in Fire Gem. So yeah. Oh yeah, I also didn't show too. Let me show the spear grid. I've been showing it in a few parts. Here's the spear grid. Like I said before, everybody, they are still in the exact same spot. The only person who has moved on their spear grid is Titus, because I wanted to get Flea for him to speed things up in this playthrough series. That is the only exception I made. But stat-wise, everybody is exactly in the same spot. I have not touched their spear grid at all. Okay, but out of the way too. Oh yeah, also the hours, 43. Now you want to know something funny is I got into the Calmlands at like 35, 36 hours. So yeah, this grinding's been a bit. And we're not even at the worst grinding soon, because once I get access to the airship again, oh, there's way more. Like, we've only just begun.
That way leads down into the valley.
As I run to the valley of the shadow of death. Now, you do actually want to go down there, because that's where you get to the Cave of the Stolen Faith. That's where I could get Yojimbo. But I don't have enough gil for that yet. And there's no point for me to go down there just yet. There are some good things I could steal, but there's no point for right now. That's something after the fact I'll come back to, definitely.
Sometimes Yuna would just stare off into the distance. I finally understood why. She was saying goodbye to the places she'd never see again.
Here we go. Mount Gagazet. Really cool spot in the game. Music for this area is fantastic. I'm excited when it's gonna start kicking in. But of course we gotta get Bulk and Skull. There it goes, that theme.
Summoner Yuna and Guardians, leave here at once. Gagazet is Ronso land, sacred mountain of Yevon. The mountain will not bear the footsteps of infidels.
Enemy of Yevon is enemy of Ronso. Leave, traitors!
I have cast aside Yevon. I follow the temple no more.
Then you will die by those words.
So be it. Yevon has warped the teachings and betrayed us all.
Nothing but a bunch of low-down tricksters, eh?
Yeah!
Titus, shut up. You have no say in this argument.
Have no regrets.
You're not even from Spira.
Blasphemers!
Blasphemers. I'm gonna start using that now.
A summoner and her guardians.
I'm almost still blasphemers.
Lord Kelgranso, if I may. Have you not also turned your back on Bevel?
But still, you guard Gagazet as a Ronso, not a Maester. Yuna is much the same.
Elder Kelk! Let Biran rend them asunder. No escape, not one.
No, we will not flee. We will
Well,
fight
actually,
and
I can.
continue
I
on.
do have that ability.
You have been branded a traitor, but still you would fight sin. Lost to the temple, hated by the people, yet you continue your pilgrimage? Everything lost. What do you fight for?
I fight for Spira. The people long for the calm. I can give it to them. It's all I can give. Defeating sin, ending pain.
Alright, that's enough of that song.
This I
We've
can
heard
do.
it now. Still great, though. Still a tearjerker.
Even sacrificing yourself. Ronso, let them pass. Summoner Yuna, your will is stronger than steel. Tempered steel that even the mightiest Ronso could not hope to
I never
bend.
noticed that detail. That's actually pretty sick that you can
Yuna,
actually see like the little
We
fog
bow to your will.
from them.
Now
And if
go.
they're talking just because of the changing
sacred
climate and
heights
being
of
cold.
Gagazet welcome
Oh,
you.
I really do notice something every time I play this game.
We thank you.
That's a pretty nice one. Alright, what do you got to say?
It is as I thought.
What is?
Yevon is in turmoil. Micah tries to keep it whole, but it crumbles around him.
Look, I couldn't care less what happens to Yevon.
Because you are not of this world.
That's what I was saying.
Those who truly believe in the teachings.
It's like why do you have so
time
much
of much
weight in
pain
this?
is
Like
coming.
you have nothing. You're not here.
Yuna's grown stronger.
Stronger, huh? I'd say it's more like she's driven. Don't you think?
That's why she's strong. She's still pressing forward. When weak people are driven, they can't go far before they break. She keeps going forward because she is strong.
Alright, what you got to say, Riku?
You think of anything yet?
Alright, nothing at all. Alright, Walker, you're just looking at nothing. What do you have to say?
My neck's hurting.
Xanarkin's on the other side, huh?
Yeah? You're home, yeah?
As if you believed me.
Maybe I do. The one on the other side here is probably just a pile of rubble, yeah? But somewhere out there is your Xanarkin. Somewhere, yeah? Yeah, you'll be home soon enough.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, cheer up. Let's do this.
Wow, actually, really good conversation. I actually like that one compared to Riku's pointless one. Think of anything yet? No.
It's
Oh, that's
just
it.
a little farther now.
But the real person, what's Kamari got to say?
Biran and Yenke gone.
I wonder what they're up to. It's probably nothing.
That's what he thought.
Hero of Ronso. Yenke is powerful warrior.
Great. I hope we don't have to fight them.
Kimari must fight. Kimari must win.
Let the game setting you up like. It's not like we're gonna fight. Like you're gonna fight them, huh? Kamari. Okay, well let me save the game because you know it's cutscene city, and I do wanna check something real quick. Okay, Night Lance. All right, we're good. I checked that for no reason. Like I just wanted to check Kamari's weapons and not anyone else's. No particular reason at all.
Home!
Oh, wait. Wait, here's that sick theme again.
Haven't you bothered us enough?
Summoner may pass. Guardians may pass. Kimari not pass. Kimari shame Ronso brothers. Kimari forget his birth. Forget his people, forget his mountain, little Ronso, weakling Ronso. Mountain hate the weak, hate the small. If you will climb, then I must prove my strength.
Let's go.
Think you will win? You not forget who took your horn. Never forget. Kimari never beat Brother Biran. Never win. This time, I win. I will win.
Why, you... This some kind of Ronso thing?
Yeah, they set it up early in the game. Ronso deal with Ronso affairs. Oh yeah, here's that fight.
Rend you asunder. Hornless, hornless.
Alright, so here's the fight now. We got Baran, we got Yankee over here. There's a lot of specific things to this fight. One, which works out beautifully for a no spear grid, is that this fight is tailored to what Kimari's health is, or I believe some of his stats. So the weaker you are, the easier this fight is. And I almost feel like Square did this intentionally because they just knew that not a lot of people were going to play as Kimari. Because it's the only fight in the game that's like this, where if you're weak, you won't get, like, they actually scale down to you. It's kind of similar in a way to, like, Final Fantasy VIII and how that system works, where if you stay level 8 the entire game, the game's actually easier to get through. If you want to make the game harder, like, grind out. Like, that's the way to make that game tough. Okay, Doom. Oh yeah, and the one good thing with this fight is if at any point you missed any of Kimari's overdrives with Lancet, you can get all of them here. So yeah, let's start tearing them up now. Let's see, I'll just use jump, doesn't really matter. Yeah, this fight's not a threat at all. Look how weak that is, 21. And even then, it's like I have so many X potions and I have so many high potions and all this and that. Like, they're never gonna get me down to like a low percent. And that fire ward and lightning ward ability, like that armor is really helping. All right, Mighty Guard. So now I can get it from him, which that actually is a really good one. So if I don't want to waste some abilities and items with Riku, I can just use Mighty Guard. So that one's not too bad. Alright, let's see what I can hit. I'll hit jump again. They don't have too much health if I remember, so this shouldn't go on like extremely long. Like, I'm not worried about this fight. This fight's not hard at all. You could honestly put the game in front of somebody who's never played a second of it on this fight, and they'll probably get through it. Now for safety, I'm gonna use a high potion. But like I said, like it's not a tough fight at all. It's pretty much just get through them. Everything they do is like pretty weak. Now in a regular game, usually what I'll do is, by this point, I'd have Kimari go down like half of Titus's grid, because then that gives him haste, it gives him cheer. So what I would do is in this fight, I would do exactly what he's doing. I'd cast haste, I'd cast cheer, and the fight's over. Because also at this point in the game too, I would sometimes move Kimari into orange grid, so he starts getting really strong. So I have 2 heavy hitters. So you combine those 2 grids together, and Kimari's actually really good. I've also seen people move him into Riku's grid early because you can also, he's really close to Riku's grid in the beginning. So if you want to get Use and Steel earlier in the game before you get her, you can do that. I've never really gone for that because it's not that far into the game when you get Riku, and I felt it worked better in my case moving him into Tidus's, since he already has pretty good agility, so it's not really an issue. So you can get a lot of the smaller creatures that are out there that require the higher one, and then adding in the strength. Oh dang it, he didn't do White Wind. Ah well, it doesn't really matter, really. That's the only one I missed, was that White Wind. I forgot how you have to get it for them to do that one. But even in White Winds, Mighty Guard's good. And Return Spear, that is very important what I just got. After this cutscene, I'll tell you why those Return Spears are going to come in handy.
Biran is happy. Sacred Mount Gagazet. I honor the name of strong warrior who defeats Biran. Remember always, Gagazet, that name is Kimari. Mountain knows Kimari strong. Kimari may pass. Summoner, we Ronso will stop pursuers from temple.
Truly?
Penance for breaking Kimari's hold.
Penance? No thank you. I ain't fighting him in this one.
We crush enemies following behind. Kimari crushed enemies standing before. You are most fortunate, Summoner.
I thank you.
Ronso will shine your statue brightest.
Thank you. But I fear that no one will make a statue for a traitor such as I am.
Then Ronso will make. With grand horn on head.
That would be wonderful.
I wanted to see Yuna's statue too, but I wanted to see it with Yuna by my side.
There's the line right there. I talked about this back in like part 1, about there's a line in a game where you can easily tell it's sped up, and it's that one, the with Yuna by my side. Like, it's so quick. It's just like, man, he really had to like speed up to get through that dialogue. That was why definitely this was like the rough period of like, it was the advent of like just voice acting and cutscenes, and especially with Final Fantasy, it was their first foray into it, so there's definitely a lot of issues. And that line's always cracked me up because it's like, man, they really had to speed in to get that dialogue out for the mouth flaps or like anything. But yeah, getting back to what I said before, Return Spears. Now, why are the Return Spears good? Well, it's for this and this alone. So, Return Spear now, where's it at? It's somewhere over here. Right here. One Return Spear will now let me have first strike. So, really soon, and I might actually do it right now, because I have a weapon with Riku that is a three slot weapon. I'm really considering right now, which one actually is it? It's this one right here, Mage Husher. I'm considering putting first strike on it, evade encounter, and then save one other thing there. So if I have that, then I won't have to ever worry about having Tidus come into a battle, being first, then swapping Riku out. So this will save a lot of time. So you know what? I'm gonna do that right now. Let me save the game again for safety, just in case I don't want to do that and I make a mistake of maybe I should have waited. But you know what? I think for this, I've waited long enough having to deal with the switching out, and it's been really annoying. Probably on a video side it's been annoying, but like on a grinding side, it's been really bad. Like, it wastes so much time. See, here we go. First strike. Boom. Where's the evade counter at? Boom. Now she is set. I don't ever have to bring Titus out now for really... Unless I really want to use him for a battle, but now I'm set. Also bring Yuna out. So here's the squad right now. Riku's going to be staying in for the rest of the game. So now in terms of armor, what I need to get her is... I really want to wait when I get 4-slot armor. Because then I want to get... I'm really going to want Auto Haste. I'm going to want Master Thief. And I'm going to want, like, probably a few other ones. I don't know. I'm still thinking on it. This moment's cool. I'll be quiet on it. Here we go. This one starts getting sick. They hitting them notes. Cool. That was nice. All right. Now let's go. We got to traverse this place, this maze here. Thankfully, the music's gonna keep me going. The music here is great.
Not much has changed in 10 years.
You can say that again. All right. Now what do they have? Dream powders. All right, that's pretty good. This is so nice. This is what I've been missing out. Like, this Riku's in the battle from the beginning. I don't have to do this stupid switching. High post? Okay. I don't have to worry about him then. Because Waka still got his evade encounter, I'm still gonna have him in for battles. Orin, I don't know. Well, that silent strike is pretty good. If I could get him with an evade encounter, that'd be nice. He's dead. Yep. What does he have? Grenades? Okay, I don't need those. See, man, evade encounter breaks this. It saves so much. Like, had I not had evade encounter on Riku, like, this would have been a whole different ballpark. Because then I wouldn't be doing what I just did, where I just have her out there. It's like, no, it'd be a little too scary. It's like that'd be a little too rough there. Okay, now I'll switch Titus and I might just keep him in battles, because if I still am probably gonna flee. Although, you know what? Why not just fight? I don't know why I'm like, you know what? Let me flee. Look at my arsenal. I'm not worried about running out. I just gotta steal from you when it's over. Hey, look, I'm actually fighting battles. It took me half the game. I think that's why I have so many items too. Because one thing when I would watch, like months ago when I was watching Dark Kefka's old videos on like his no spear grid, I'm always like, man, like he has like no items. Like he has like 5 poison fangs at all times, and he has like this and that. And I was always like, man, what's he doing? But it's because he fights every single battle. He's not Oh, I'm so happy I actually put it on this. That silent strike is actually going to be dangerous because now that she's going to always counterattack, and it's going to have that slight chance of adding silence, like that's going to be good. Especially with some of the enemies in like late in the upcoming areas, like that's going to be really nice to have. I love how they're still giving me mega potions. Like, listen, I don't need them anymore. I'm good. I have to remember where the Jack Spear is. Sleeping powder. Yeah, like clockwork every time is giving me, it's giving them silence. Oh wow, Orin actually got a hit, and that's rare. Or I could just do this too. Yeah, that works as well. I could just do that. And this is what I meant also by like, had I not switched Waka to evade and counter, I could have still used TKO here, and it still would have been good. Like I said, TKO is still viable till end game, if I really wanted to. But this makes things easier because TKO still has a chance to fail, and that fail can get you fried. And hey, we get to watch actually our first Jack Spear of the game, since all the ones I found I did my backtracking weren't recorded, so half of them were missed.
Hello, Eunice.
So I'll shut up, because actually this is a pretty good one.
I wonder how old you are now that you're watching this sphere. You must be very beautiful, like your mother. I wish I could see you. Oh, by the way, Jekt and Orin send their regards. So far, our journey has been very entertaining. Of course, it is a hard journey, but I have no regrets. It is the path I have chosen. Yuna, when you have grown, you will have to find your own path. Do what you must do the way you want to do it. Doors will always open themselves to those who do. Listen close, Yuna. Your future is yours to make. Live the way you want to. Whatever way that may be, you have your father's full support. Yuna, I will always be with you.
That was a good one. Alright, let's continue on. I'm just like, man, would my question is, and I have a lot of questions. Okay, so it's been about 10 years or so since this happened, and Mount Gagazad is always snowing. Boy, they got really lucky that it just didn't get snowed in, because that Jack Spear could have easily just been snowed in there, and they would have never found it. My other question is, okay, what if someone else found it? Like, it's not really that far off the beaten path that some other summoner isn't gonna find it. And some other summoner is gonna be like, ooh, a spear, I wonder what's on this. And they're gonna be like, real awkward when it's like, all right, this message is only for Yuna's eyes, and it's like, oh, I shouldn't have read this. But I don't know. That was always my question. It's like, man, they got really lucky with this one here. But you should have seen the locations of some of the older ones too, because there's legit a Jek Spear straight up on that first boat you go on to head to Kilika, the SS Leaky. And I've always with that one been like, okay, this spear has just been chilling in the captain's room for 10 years, and this dude has been like, all right, I'm gonna let it stay there. And I know the thing was that, oh, once we saw a spear morph, it opened them up. But I don't accept that, because like if a spear appeared, I wouldn't just let it chill there till the guy who's supposed to go to gets it. I'm nosy.
They die alone.
So that means
Many have become thieves, and they may want Yuna's company.
well, Yuna will be fine.
You're right.
Although I won't, because I know what's coming at the end of this part. You played this game, you already know too. I've been dreading this next part since part 0. Before this run started, I've been dreading this part. Oh, nice. More fire gems. Because, ooh, actually, I'm kind of worried on this one because these enemies are all magic. And they might actually, like, tear me up. Because I know Riku's not getting another turn right now. So it's like, let me be careful. And actually, there's a reason why I don't have Titus in there, because if I actually do have to dip, I'm really gonna want to make sure I can get to him at any time.
They sure keeping us busy.
Better than freezing to death.
True. Antidote 4. All right, that's a waste. I'm curious what their rare still is. Once I have like a 4 armor slot to make Master Thief, then I'll go for it. I guess I'm getting really excited when I can actually explore there. But really, I'm gonna be excited because that implies I beat a lot of really hard bosses to get there. Ooh, that's really good. I don't know which one's gonna be better right now. This is probably gonna be really good because I think there's gonna be some enemies here that do fire damage, but that stone-proof, poison-proof one is really good. Alright, what does he have? 2 fire gems. Alright, give me more of those. Those come in handy. I'm gonna use them in the next fight. I'm going through these petrify grenades, I will say. I'm going through them like butter. And one of the worst overdrive modes to have. I used to use it back in the day, and like I don't know why I did. It's a terrible one because it only fills your overdrive if you win a battle. So if you're like in a boss battle and you really need an overdrive and a cinch, that one's not good. There are a few that aren't good, honestly, in this. For me, for no spear grid, Stoic's really good because you're gonna die in one hit, and Comrade's really good because, well, your allies are gonna die real quick. Like, actually, taking a break for a sec. I think Riku has a good amount. Yeah, she has almost all of them. Like this one, top tier in no spear grid. This one, not too bad. Early on, I used it. Comrade, that one's good. This one I would never use because unless you're fighting a lot of enemies that have status ailment attacks, it's pointless because they'll take eons to level up. Like the only way I can see these is if you really want to like add more challenge to your run. If you're like, all right, all the characters have to be under victim. Dancer, not too bad because of her evade and counter. So like in Defender, like this fight, that actually would have been a good one. When allies are KO'd, pretty much the same thing as Comrade, but just on a more extreme level. Kind of pointless. Slayer, not really that good. I don't understand this one, because like, what do they define as powerful enemy? And it's like, nah. This one I should have had because of how much I'm fleeing battles. I actually would have had it like max after every 5 fights. Charges on character's turn. This one's also pretty good too. If you have their ultimate weapons and they have like triple overdrive on it, it's actually really good because you go up and it goes up like in 2 turns, so you can get overdrive really fast. It's a shame I'm probably not gonna use Riku's overdrive in this run, just because I'm gonna still need her to have first strike, and I'm gonna want her to have evade and counter on. Cause if not, her ultimate weapon with the triple overdrive and all that would be crazy. And actually, I have an open slot. If I really wanted to, I could actually, where's it at? I'm sorry I'm pausing so much on this. If I really wanted to, I could make the last ability on this the triple overdrive one. And then pair that with like ally or another one, and I'd be good. So I don't know, I'm gonna wait and see with it. Oh yes, and talk to this guy. Talk to once. Because if you don't talk to him, you don't get 4 slot items and weapons and armor. If you don't talk to him right here.
I have to carry on my brother's business.
And look who his brother is.
Owaka the 23rd, merchant extraordinaire.
Wait, you're that guy's brother?
Your brother ripped me off in Operation Mayhem. I'm never gonna forget that.
Imprisoned him for helping traders.
They imprisoned him because of us?
He doesn't regret it though. In fact, he told me before they took him, "Don't worry about me. Just go help Lady Una."
But why would your brother do this for us?
Well, hey, this isn't the time for talking. There's dealing to be
Actually, it is. I want to know, like, why? Is it because we're his only customers? I have a question. How did he get to these locations before we did? Like, how did he get through Thunder Plains faster than us? Alright, Double Edge. Not really good. This would have been good, but it's like, no. Actually, not too bad. Wouldn't be too bad, but it's really expensive. It's not worth it. This is the only weapon I do get for him because it's actually pretty nice. Alchemy one, that one is pretty good. Zombie War, that's gonna be pretty good in a battle coming up. HP plus 10. SOS Shell. SOS Haste, not really. I think I have that, but I'm never gonna want to be low enough in health for that.
He's doing the same for you, Lady Una.
Thanks.
They're actually, do I have, oh no. No, I wanted to talk to him. I didn't want to do this. Soul Spring? What actually does Soul Spring do? I forgot. Soul Spring. Absorb HP and MP from an enemy. Not bad. I'm really gonna want more stamina tonics. That's gonna be my go-to for a bit. Yeah, I know I'm cheesing these battles with just the petrified grenades, but it's like, you know, why not? I have like huge abundance of them. Had I known I was gonna do that, I actually should have probably bought more. I should have grinded more when I was in the Calmlands. Alright, what you got? Alright, you know, I'm stocked back up again. Alright, I got everything. I really wanted to make sure I had holy water. That was an important one, because I've messed up in the past and gone through without getting any. And then being in future boss fights where it's like, wait, I only have like 20 of them and I'm screwed. But now I'm set. I have so many that I should be fine. It's like I'm playing the game regular now. It's like I'm doing battles, I'm getting my money up, which I'm gonna need, especially when I start trying to get their 4-slot armors for the characters. I think they're like 100,000 gil each. So I'm really gonna need some money. I'm gonna hope I can get that one weapon. There's a weapon you can get. I think each character has it, but I always get it for Titus. And it's one that increases like how much gil you get by an absurd amount. And it's really good. So you can like go up 100,000 gil in like 2 battles. So if you're trying to like get weapons and all that, or just to buy certain things like that, it comes in handy. Yeah, so many battles. It's like, I'm about to go back. I'm about to go back to the flee method. I'm about to sell some weapons. I think I'm gonna run out of space.
All this way only to fail. It must have been tough.
Also, I never commented on it. Why didn't like they get Riku a jacket or something else? Like she's just wearing the small shorts and the sleeveless like shirt top. It's like, you good? It's freezing out here. Walker's wearing sandals. Like, aren't you guys cold? And Titus has his blitzball uniform on. It's like these people didn't make it because it was probably cold and like they were getting destroyed. But somehow this ragtag team can get through with no problem. And there's one of my most hated things in this game. The fact that sometimes they'll throw you an encounter right before you hit a safe point, like one foot away. I fleed because like, you know, I don't want to risk anything. Alright, let's save. Now, I'm very concerned. Now, I'm going to continue on. I'm going to try and fight this next boss, but I need to give a warning before. I mentioned it earlier. This is a fight I've been dreading since day 0. Before I started this playthrough, I've been dreading this fight. This is a fight that I've struggled on in all forms. I've struggled at it being weak, underleveled. I've struggled at it being a regular level, going through the game at an average pace and how they expect you to level up. And I've struggled on it even being over-leveled in this fight. So, trying to go through this fight now with no spear grid has me so worried. This is hypothetically a run killer fight right here. If I can get through this fight, I feel like I will have a chance to beat this thing. And I want to try and beat it. I want to try and go through it. I'm going to try and give it as many tries as I can, fair. If I feel it's going south and anything I'm doing is screwing up, then I will cheese it. But I want to at least try and fight him fairly. Okay, now with the disclaimer out the way, let's go. For the most infamous cutscene in this entire game. And I mean infamous. You can bring up Final Fantasy X. If you mention, oh, this upcoming boss fight, people are probably going to start reciting it word for word. Because it's one of those fights where you're going to die a lot, and you're going to be hearing this piece of dialogue over and over and over again. Like, I have nightmares about this fight. This fight sucks. The music's dope, but that's all I can say.
Xanarkand is on the other side, you know?
I know.
Uni is gonna get the final Aeon, you know?
I know.
Stop saying I know.
Still haven't thought of anything.
Me neither.
What are we gonna do?
We'll find something.
We'll do something. We just don't know enough yet. Until we do, we really can't help Yuna. Let's go to Xanarkand. We'll find something there. It'll all come together. I know it.
Hey. just now? You sounded like a leader, you know?
Star of the Xanarkand Apes. Didn't anyone tell you?
Ah!
Huh?
Huh?
Boo!
The son of Jack.
Riku, run ahead and tell Orin.
I've always loved that. I've loved how he's like, Riku, go run and tell Orin. You know, there's a lot of other people on your team that's also pretty good. You could have been like, run tell Kamari. Get Waka. Lulu. He's like, Orin.
Save some for Kimari.
Hey, there we go.
Lady Yuna, it is a pleasure.
Yuna.
Ascending.
So soon?
Allow me to say something to the last Ronso before I leave. Yours was truly a gallant race. They threw themselves at me to bar my path, one after another.
No.
Kimari.
You could end the suffering of this poor Ronso.
I don't understand you.
Allow Kimari to die and release him from his pain. Spira is
Now
a
he's
land
talking
of
like a Final
suffering
Fantasy
and
boss.
sorrow caught in a spiral of death. To destroy, to heal Spira, I will become Sin. Yes, with your help. Come with me, Yuna. Once I have become the next Sin, your father will be freed again.
Oh, what do you know?
What do you know?
Here we go.
Pitiful mortal.
Your hope ends here.
Your hope ends here.
And your meaningless existence with it.
And your meaningless existence with it.
Woo! Alright, I'm scared. I'm nervous. Alright, here we go. This is the fight right here. Seymour Flux. This is arguably the hardest fight in the entire game. Like, just the regular game. This is it right here. So, I gotta figure out some strategies right now. I don't know what to do. Let me see if I remember how to do Chaos Grenade. I think it was this. Well, that's Tall Boy. I don't want to do that. Oh, dang it. Because he is actually weak to poison. So I wanted to hit him with that. And Orange dead. Because his gimmick is that he'll hit you with that, the lance, which causes zombie. Then he full heals you. So it's similar in a way to the Evray fight underwater. Oh, perfect. Killed the one person I needed. Nice. Dang, Riku's not getting another turn in. Let's get Kamari out, because he actually can get an increase here.
You have angered Kimari. The spirits of the Ronso will guide Kimari's spear.
Kimari's strength increases. Alright, cool. Dispel. But I don't have anything on, so that works out well. Okay, now we're dead. We're for sure no one is living through this. Yep. Oh, man. And you want to know the worst part about why this fight is the worst in the game? Is I have to watch that cutscene again. And it's long. So it's like you start this fight off, you get 4 turns in, you probably die, then you gotta watch that long cutscene. Alright, well, we know we gotta do it again. But this time, I'm gonna sub out Waka for Kamari. Let's go in again for try number 2. Oh, dang it. Stop doing that. I just want to get on with the fight. It's a waste of time. Now we go again. Try number 2. Alright, try 2. Alright, here we go. Now I'm going to take a book out of Dark Kefka's book. Okay. I'm going to try this. Okay, where's it at? Thought I actually had those. Oh, I guess I don't. Oh well. Well, Kamari's dead. That was a waste. This is going terrible so far. Alright, and he's silenced too. Okay. Anything I can.
You have angered Kimari. The spirits of the Ronso will guide Kimari's spear.
Dang it. Alright, that's it. I should have had somebody, like, block at least. Dang it. If Orin had blocked, he would have lived. Okay, so I think my strategy right now is going to be... in the start of the fight... I think in the start of the fight, what I'm going to do... I'm going to try and hit him... Poison Fang, get him poisoned already, start that off. I'm gonna get Kamari to talk, get his strength up there. I'm gonna try and get a few hits in. I'm gonna switch Yuna in and bring an Aeon in possibly for cross cleave. The other thing I might try and do. It's tough. Cause I have to actually see what his health is looking like too. Like that's one thing I'm also gonna check this next turn is how much health he has. It's definitely the highest amount at this point in the game. It's a lot. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna go about this. So now I gotta sit through the cutscene again, which last time I counted it last time for the second turn. It's 3.5 minutes. So I gotta sit here for another 3 minutes or so.
I know.
And it's just like, I'm a little scared. Dang it. And this really has been going on a bit. It's been a long recording session. This fight's been taking up a lot of my night. Whew. Alright. Another time to wait. Again. Watch the same cutscene
Xanarkand is
over again. No. Kimari.
I don't understand you.
Allow Kimari to die.
Kimari to die and release him from his pain.
Your hope ends here.
And her meaningless existence with it.
And your meaningless existence with it.
Alright, here we go. We got the fight again. Oh, it didn't matter in the end. He still hits cross cleave. Well, at least Riku will come back. But now I have to hope that, like, he doesn't hit Riku with something wild that kills her. Okay, and he hit her with something wild that killed her. Yo, this fight's whack! I hate this fight so much. Okay, so I am back right now. It's been a bit of a break. It's been a few day break. And I have been trying. I have been trying to get this boss beat. Just doing it the normal, regular way. But it's so hard to do it. So much luck has to be involved in it. And the reason I say that is because there was actually a run where I got really close. But then I forgot that he has that move Total Annihilation, which will pretty much kill every party member. Like, it has like 5,000 damage. So I have to get him before he gets there, and it's just like it's so tough to do. Like, believe me, I tried on it, but I am going to make the executive decision. I am going to use a super move for Riku, because if I actually wait here till I beat him like legit, it's gonna take a long time, and I need to move on to the rest of this game, because you know, I want to play other games this year, not just Final Fantasy X. You know, no, I do love this game, but I want to play some other stuff. So let's go take Seymour on for hopefully the last and truly final time. And this will hopefully be the final time we hear this line in the game. Okay, so like I said, I tried a lot of methods. There was one method that did work, but it's really risky. And you know what? I don't want to watch that cutscene again, because having to watch it like a million times, I'm sick. I'm sick. But anyway, you know what? I said, you know what? I will use this if it warrants it. And it's finally a fight where I'm going to do it. Wing to Discovery. Trio 9999. Perfect. Now it's wasted. I actually really needed him. I shouldn't have brought him in. Oh, this is already bad because the people I needed with that. God dang it. I gotta watch the cutscene again. Because the two people I needed are dead. And Auron's not gonna. Look at this turn list. 1, 2, 4 turns before Auron gets anything. Screw this. Oh, I gotta reset on that one. Now I'm mad. Oh, it's like part 18 again. I'm just getting all frustrated. It's like I just started recording this, and the game's like, we ain't gonna give you any good turns. It's like, yo, this is whack. Oh. All right. Let's try this again. Now it's working better. Now he's gonna get a turn in, so maybe this isn't gonna be a catastrophe. Oh yeah, and just if you're hearing, I switched to the arranged version. Like, the beginning of it's pretty good. But it's when, like, the drums kick in fully is when... Wait, oh! He doesn't have his overdrive! Ah! You know what that means? I gotta watch that stupid cutscene again! God dang it! I'm so sick of this cutscene. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. For hopefully the final time. He has the overdrive. Everyone has their overdrive. If my calculations are correct, he'll be done in one move. So let's see. But now I gotta sit through this cutscene again. Okay, here we go again. Let's not. Let's hope this is the final time. Because I'm about to throw this controller at my screen, having to watch this cutscene so many times. Alright, we got Trio. Here we go. Let's hope. Blitz Ace. You're gonna see what I mean with Trio and Blitz Ace combo is dangerous. Look at this. Dang it. Oh, he's still dead. Alright. Okay, the fight's done. Now, was that the cheap way of doing it? Yes. Did it feel good taking him out in one hit? Absolutely. Oh, it feels so good. This fight's over, at least. I don't have to deal with it. When I mentioned a long time ago this fight and just that it's synonymous with this game. You mentioned this fight, people are gonna bring this cutscene up. Because you gotta watch it so many times. I probably watched it a good like 10 times after I took that break. So I'm just happy to be done with that fight. We still got some harder fights to go, but you know what? That one's like really rough.
He will become sin with my help.
Lies. Forget them.
If he becomes sin, Sir Jekt will be saved.
We're leaving.
You know something, tell me! Tell me.
Sins. My old man.
You hit your head.
Walker, that's not the time
Sin
for
is
making
my
jokes.
Old man. My old man became sin. I don't know how or why he did it. I felt him inside. And when I did, I knew it was true. My old man's spirit is suffering. Sorry.
Even knowing that sin is your father, still, you know I must.
I know. Let's get him. I think my old man would want that.
You'd fight your own father?
Yeah, no problem there.
About your old man. You sure this ain't some kind of bad toxin dream or something? Then, Chapu. I think I'll just pretend I didn't hear nothing. I'm getting a little confused, yeah? Why'd all this have to happen?
We'll learn when we arrive. Soon.
Whew. Now I believe there's a save point up here. I need to save right now. Oh, I need to save right now. Because I'm really not trying to watch that cutscene again. Is this the original version again? Oh yeah, this is the original. I will say, the arranged version is really good. This track actually was really nice in the arranged version. Because the original is very string heavy, so having that heavy orchestration on this track really helps it. So this one I will say is, because I love both. I wouldn't say it's an improvement, but it's definitely on the kind of same like level as the original. And it definitely has a more like warmer sound to it since you have like the live strings and everything like there compared to the MIDI. Definitely this is more like the percussion comes through more in the original. Whereas in the arrange it's more subdued in the back. kind of more geared towards orchestra. Well, this is more like the backbeat's more like in the mix there. All right, sorry to get really technical on the music side, but that's just what I've noticed with this track. Okay, so first let me save. I don't want to do that fight again. I do not want to do that fight again. But that's going to be it for me here, because this has been a long part. I don't know how long it is with all these like tries and everything in there, but I'll see. Hopefully it's not as long as part 18, because that wasn't a fun edit. There was too much footage to watch. But that's going to be it for me here. Thank you very much for watching. We are almost there. We are getting very close to the end, so it's getting pretty exciting. Until next time, I'm John, GWC, and I will see you later.